52.
So 2 more reds and colours. Marco Fu will get a step nearer the winning post. That's a clever little shot. Brought another red into play, but he's not guaranteed to get onto a red here. He's got the wrong angle on the black and the wrong angle on the pink.
Yes, if he could come back, avoid the red on the top cushion. He needs another little cannon, and the 2 reds to the right. If he can cannon the left of those 2 reds, he'd be perfect, or somewhere near that red, he'd be okay. Yeah, the one at the end there is available.
Yep.
So this is end of frame, 65 in front. Marco's had a quick look at the scoreboard on the way around the table, and Ronnie knows only too well that this frame has slipped away.
61.
Scored heavily, Marco. This is his 4th contribution over 50 in this match, including a 109 break in frame 6. He's actually made 91 competitive centuries in his career. This is a chance for 92 now. And he's done that in a very, very short space of time. You know, he only turned professional a few years ago.
$69. $75.
The Crucible crowd have always appreciated good snooker. I remember the great Ray Reardon saying, doesn't matter who you're playing, you produce the snooker, they'll give you the support. There's a lot of Ronnie O'Sullivan supporters here, but I think they'll have to admire the way this young player is performing. And I feel sure they will give him a terrific round of applause for this break.
Yes, I think you mentioned the cues very similar to James Watson, and I agree with you, but Marco Fu appears to be able to play this kind of shot a lot better than James. That was one of James's Achilles heel. Anything to do with screw shots or power, Watson and I couldn't quite play those with the same consistency. Marco Fu appears to have everything in his armoury. Very good player.
$92.
That was just pulling slightly to the right jaw as we looked at it. What a way to start this session.
99.
You can't do better than start with a century.
Well, very, very well played. And what a positional shot he's played to boot. Doesn't want to be hampered. Oh, that's unlucky. Played it well. It's a 92nd competitive century.
$108. $111.
Doesn't hit the ball hard, Marco. He just strokes it nicely.
115. 120. 126.
What a start for the man from Hong Kong. He makes a fantastic break of 133, and he extends his lead to 7-3.
Yes, very confident from Marco, who has never won a match here at the Crucible before. He moved coolly into a 9-4 lead. Back came Ronnie, though, to make up some ground. And now at 6-9 behind, O'Sullivan is at the table.
That was the danger. That looked absolutely straight. He needed a little bit of angle. He cued it very well, but he didn't expect to follow it in. But when you're bridging on the cushion, how costly could that be?
I think it's essential for Marco to get the two reds very quickly away from the brown, either side of the brown, and that just in case you get the wrong angle then on one of the higher value colours, you know that you've got the brown free. Well, he's gone straight up for the blue and he's overhit it.
1.
He might just be okay because the reds are available into the right corner, the one next to the brown, and I think he can screw this in and leave that on. They're not available into the opposite corner.
Well, the red was one of the worst shots that Marco has played in this match, and
6.
even now I think he's going to have to risk playing the cannon on the brown. I don't think he can just screw across the face of the brown and yellow and come back out into open play. If he runs through it, he'll push the brown towards the pocket. Good shot.
7.
Well, you say a good shot, Willie, but he's still got to force this quite a bit, hasn't he, to get up to the blue again if that red's not available next to the yellow. How's the pace on this? He hasn't got himself into
11.
the ideal position.
It's amazing, Dennis, the number of times we've all done it when the reds are spread everywhere. You think, right, this is my chance, I'm bound to make 50 from here. And he's had to work so hard for this opening few shots. This is
12.
the first time he's been in position.
But there's a lot of tension and pressure on this young man. Probably be the biggest win of his career. What a scalp it would be to knock the favourite out of this year's Embassy World Championship.
18. 19.
Yes, he doesn't have to worry about that little cluster of 4 on the right-hand side of your screen. If you can get all colours with the loose reds, he'll be virtually at the winning line. At least then, if he does that, it's going to be very, very hard for Ronnie to clear at one visit.
$24. 25.
Picking all the loose ones off, but it's going to get a bit more difficult
31.
in a couple of shots' time. And Ronnie knows that this frame is far from over. But the way those 4 reds are situated, it won't be too difficult to bring into play.
$32.
I was going to say, if he's straight, he's got a little bit to do, but he's got the angle where he can stun up in between those 2 reds. It's like a forcing stun shot rather than a screw shot, and be on both these reds. He's on one of them.
38. 39.
We've had some high quality snooker in this match, and most of it coming from Marco Fu. He's had a couple of centuries, 109.
3. Nudge one more out and still be on the pink. Yes, that's a shot. He's actually brought 2 into play. Now this is giving him a chance to
45.
frame a match.
Now, is he hampered slightly for the blue, and is he hampered slightly for the pink? I think both those reds are just going to be a little bit of a distraction. Yeah, he's having just to bridge over that, so that's awkward. And he has to go in and out of balk if he takes the blue. That was always the problem. That red doesn't pot, I don't think, the one next to the yellow.
50.
If it does, there's no problem. We can't tell how close it is. If it doesn't pot, he's going to have to try and get the snooker.
Well, it definitely pots. It's whether he wants to take it on. It should be relatively straightforward.
51.
Oh, as you can see from that angle, there was plenty of room.
Colour red, Dennis, and this is the first major shock in this tournament.
It has been a fantastic performance from
54.
the Hong Kong player, and Ronnie, well, his dream has gone for this year. He will take away another piece of history,
55.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. That maximum break made in 6 minutes and 32 seconds, but you can't take it away from this young man. This has been a performance of a lifetime.
Yes, I can't praise young Marco enough the way he's played. Playing one of the favourite for the tournament. And now, even Marco, I'm sure, inside will be
61.
breathing a sigh of relief. Ronnie O'Sullivan has had a very good season.
He's a very modest young man,
62.
as is his father, Willie, who travels around with him. I think Ronnie will be the first to congratulate him. He knows that this has been a terrific performance from Marco.
Yes, it's like a stunned
67.
silence. You'd expect it to be silent when you're watching snooker, but just looking around the auditorium there, just as amazed as we are as how well Marco Fu has played.
Marco
Ronnie
Fu,
O'Sullivan
67.
offers his hand in congratulations, and it's Marco Fu
Well played,
who
Marco.
goes on to play Alan McManus in the next round. He's played terrific. He's beat the favourite by 10 frames to 6.
147s, they're icings on the cake. You know, they just win you one frame. Okay, you know, there's a possibility of winning £170,000, but you know, I play this game for the enjoyment and the fun that I get out of it, and you know, I didn't get much fun out there apart from the 147. You know, it's very disappointing. But you know, I'd much rather been still in the tournament.
I think Ronnie was struggling a little bit, despite you make that 147, and apart from that break, it was missing a lot of balls, made a lot of mistakes safety-wise, and the brick building wasn't like as fluent as he normally is. So that gave me a little bit of help as well. But I'm very pleased with that performance I gave today.
You know, you have to give the man credit, and he had his chance and he took his chance. So, you know, you have to really say congratulations to him, really, and tough to me. You know, that's sport. You know, on the other side, the losing is winning, and someone had to win and someone had to lose, and I was the loser today. So disappointing, but you know, I picked myself up. This is the test now. You know, where do you go from here? You know, and hopefully you can come back.